Hello everyone and welcome back to the Perennial for the second match of the tournament. We have another banger matchup here in the group stage between seed number 12 and seed number 28 in Group D. It's RICMA 5 winner versus Thumping Dinosaur. I'm Dio, the host of the Perennial, and I'm joined again by Fiery Rage for the second matchup of the tournament. Good evening.
Good morning to everyone in Europe. I imagine no one in Europe is alive right now, but nonetheless, good morning.
Yeah, got a early morning, late night match, depending on where you're from. For the members of RICMA 5 winner, that's going to be a late night match. And I think Thumping Dinosaur is mostly Asian team. Gaby, Ramon 2, also known as Hammy TR, Tricky Pugster, Arco, TTV UFO, Headstack, Hey It's Shane, and RNG on the side of RICMA 5 winner. And for Thumping Dinosaur, Voine, Leisti, Hodju, Dicha, Jotmo, Gameroft, Beabadabi, and Choco for Thumping Dinosaur.
And I think just based on the qualifier results that we saw from both of these teams, RICMA 5 is pretty much obviously going to want to pick Hidden 2 and Fremod 2. There's like no doubt in my mind they're going to want to go for that, especially after their scores on that.
Yeah, they have a lot of good scores on a lot of the more alt-focused picks, like the Fremod 2 and the Nomad 3, so picking into similar maps in this pool I think will do them really, really well, as well as that Hidden 2 that you mentioned earlier. So with the Fremod 2 being kind of light tech this week, I think it still works out very, very well for them with how well they did on stuff like the Nomad 3. And as for Thumping Dinosaur, I think gonna want to just find what they're most comfortable with, because across the board the qualifier results for this team are lower than for RICMA 5 winner. So I think just finding whatever maps they're most comfortable with in the pool is going to be very, very good for them in this match.
Now we'll see what they opt to go for here. Getting into the first ban phase. Unfortunately, we are not playing Tiebreaker.
Not quite yet. All right, so just waiting on the teams to actually decide the ban order. Again, I think for RICMA 5 winner and Thumping Dinosaur, a lot of these bans are probably going to come down to comfort. Based off the qualifier results, there's not really anything in particular that I think either of these teams are going to want to ban. Maybe Thumping Dinosaur goes with like a Hidden 2 ban or a Nomad 4 ban based off the qualifier results and how well RICMA 5 winner did on the Hidden 2 in particular there. So maybe we'll see a ban in one of those areas, but for RICMA 5 winner, I think spanning out something like a Nomad 1 or a Hard Rock 1 or maybe that Fremod 1 can be pretty solid for them, because Thumping Dinosaur, again, going to need comfort on their side in this match, and they seemed maybe slightly more comfortable on stuff like the basic aim maps and qualifiers.
It's just taking a while. I think Thumping Dinosaur not really familiar with the pick and ban phase order. But we won't be getting a first ban from Thumping Dinosaur, so RICMA 5 second ban.
Yeah, and RICMA 5 winner did choose second pick. They won the roll order, or the roll, so they chose second pick. They get to choose whichever roll order they want. So Thumping Dinosaur, again, taking first ban and probably the Hidden 2, if I had to guess, but we'll see exactly what they want to go with here.
It's most likely going to be the Hidden 2 or maybe even the Nomad 4. Either one of those, I think, probably works, but it's going to be Hidden 2. Just getting that out of the way, no surprises there. That was one of the picks we said RICMA was very much favored on. As for RICMA 5's ban, not too sure. They can just pretty much go for anything they don't want to play, I feel like, at this stage. With the pool this accessible, basically just comes down to whether or not you really want to risk those sort of RNG types of picks, which Hard Rock 1 is one of them. So that's going to be out.
Yeah, Hard Rock 1 not too popular on the first day of match play here. in the group stage, banned in both matches so far, I believe, with second ban is in the first match. But now for Thumping Dinosaur's first pick, I mean, probably just the No-Mod 1 or the Free-Mod 1 if I had to guess. DT1 is a little bit more of a speed map than an aim map this week, and Hidden 1 is Alt, which you probably don't want to pick into RICMA 5 winner again, looking at their Free-Mod 2 score in the qualifiers, that being just a Spartan alt map in Free-Mod. You really don't want to pick something like that Hidden 1 into this team, or the No-Mod 3 for that matter, so I think probably just starting with one of the more straightforward maps. It is going to be the DT 1 rather than the No-Mod 1 or Free-Mod 1, so going with something a little more speed-focused here for this pick.
I respect it. I like this map a lot.
Same. Tell them about the map, Fiery. What's going on in this map?
This is Probox's first ranked map, believe it or not. Back all the way, I think, in mid-2014. That was basically when I was still 5-digit in the game. This got ranked, and it's very generic drum and bass, all things considered. Like if you think of a map involving drum and bass, you're pretty much thinking of this map. There's not really anything that strays too far from, but I don't know, man. It's just fun to play. I like this map. Bursts here and there, lots of aim patterns. Actually pretty heavy on the bursts, all things considered, but nonetheless,
it's a nice
just
map.
Fun.
It's a nice map. And yeah, it's basic drum and bass DT. So very reminiscent of the maps that Ryuke or Mathy are known for playing on a much higher star rating and just shredding compared to the rest of the leaderboard. Kind of a baby's first Mathy map, if you will. Just waiting on the teams to get both of their rosters in. Again, first pick for Thumping Dinosaur, seed number 28. Definitely an overall disadvantage out of the qualifiers, but with a much lower star rating pool. Maybe the toned down difficulty in group stage can be good for them, but that said, RICMA 5 winner, if they're consistent on higher star rating, you expect them to be consistent on this lower star rating as well. So let's see how well they can keep up that consistency and try to get their way through a group where they are slated to win. As seed 12, I think their toughest matchup is seed number 21, Ballers Will Ball. Should be seed number 21, Ballers Will Ball. So they do have a group that I think they're pretty comfortable in terms of seed discrepancy between their group members.
Not too much to talk about in the intro here. The first around 400 combo of this map is pretty much unmissable. Unless you just cursor dance off of it, which in that case, unlucky.
Could happen.
Once we get into the drop, that's when the map obviously picks up. It doesn't really stop from there. I believe there's a slow section in the middle, but other than that, it's pretty consistent.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a slow section in the middle, but as you said, aside from that, pretty consistent overall. That 4 minutes in the bottom right for length, by the way, that is after DT. This is a 6-minute map before double time, and this is 6.8 stars after DT. So does get a bit up there. Lots of early breaks, though. TTV, UFO, Vine, and Choco all finding early breaks here for either team. 3 full combos left intact for RICMA 5 winner out of the gate, but Thumping Dinosaur with only 2. So at a disadvantage here after the first quarter of the map. Still quite a lot left to go. The score lead not that big yet, still under 100,000 because of the 2 full combos still intact and the fact that this is still pretty early on. But there goes Leisty, and now that score lead's going to start to go pretty quickly the way of RICMA 5 winner. Oh, and there
goes the final FC as well for Thumping Dinosaur. Still 3 FCs on the board for RICMA winner, rather. Not looking good. Gonna need a pretty much total collapse on the side of RICMA at this point, and they are looking fairly confident on this outside of the early miss from UFO there.
And I will go ahead and just say Hammy TR has changed name to Leonard H now. So Leonard H in the bottom right corner is Ramon 2, otherwise known as Hammy TR. Apparently he's now Leonard. Leonard's still doing a great job here, holding the full combo, 95 accuracy, mashing his way through, but still holding on to that FC and doing pretty well for the team. Hey, it's Shane also with a very, very good FC, 97% accuracy. Same for TTV UFO on the reverse choke right now. And yeah, this one's not looking all that close. 900,000 score lead, more than double team score for RICMA 5 winner, 2/3 of the way through the map.
No, this is already over. Million score deficit, and it's just going to keep climbing as there's pretty much no combos. Replace pretty much with there is no combos on the side of Thumping Dinosaur, so just no chance at all to get back into this, really.
Yeah, just not really anything that they can do at this point for Thumping Dinosaur with no combo on their side and multiple full combos still intact. Or I guess make that one, as Shane, I think, missed right before the end of that section. But Hammy's still on the FC.
For the spinner.
Yep, unlucky. But Hammy and UFO still on very, very good combos. Hammy with the FC and UFO with reverse choke. This is just, as you said, already over. So if you're Thumping Dinosaur, oh well, happens sometimes. Move on to the next pick and pick something a little different from the DT1 as your next pick in the match.
I'm not going to be seeing any FCs with that miss from Hammy there at the end of the map.
And nicely done. 3 million team score is a pretty solid team score for RICMA 5 winner there. Pretty good overall team score with the 900k for UFO, 830k for Mr. Leonard, and 750k for Shane. Very, very good overall team score. Yeah, it's after DT, so of course, you know, no mod, it's more like 2.5 million team score, but still pretty good regardless.
Starting things off with a breakpoint for RICMA. We'll see what they opt to follow it up with. To be honest, would not surprise me to see a DT2 pick here. Or no mod 5 pick, either one of those two, I think. After seeing what happened on DT1, I think those would be pretty valid picks, all things considered, especially no mod 5.
Yeah, I think either the Nomad 5 or the DT1, or the DT2, excuse me, would be very good picks, but I'm just going to go with Nomad 1 instead. I don't necessarily agree with this pick. Thumping Dinosaur's best qualifier result was on Nomad 1, so kind of picking for the opponent here. But if you feel comfortable on the Nomad 1 and you think that it won't matter how comfortable the opponent is, then sure, go for it. But yeah, definitely a bit of an odd pick, just given that Thumping Dinosaur's best map in qualifiers was that Nomad 1 by placement. But, of course, even if you look at the Nomad 1 score difference, RICMA 5 winner in the top 8 in Nomad 1 on qualifiers, and their highest overall team score aside from the Fremod 2, where they were number 3 on the map. So still an extremely good team at aim generally for RICMA 5 winner. And I think, you know, if you're that comfortable that you think even with this being the opponent's best map out of qualifiers, you can still just win it no problem, then sure, let's see it. Why do we have Sheldon and Leonard in the same lobby, guys? What's going on here? Why is this what we're doing now?
Name
the hell is
changing
Sheldon?
prior to the tournament, baby.
Oh my god. All right, Sheldon is head stack. Goddamn Big Bang Theory characters on the tournament scene. Oh my god.
I can't wait for Penny.
Where's Raj and the other dude? They just have an incomplete collab right now.
You just literally just forgot the other dude entirely. This
yeah,
is so
I did.
sad.
How much Big Bang Theory do you think I watched, man?
At least 2 episodes.
It was definitely at least 2, but still, not enough that I remember every character.
It's okay. I haven't watched it in 10 years, so I wouldn't know either.
Yep. Well, so far this pick actually not working out for RICMA 5 winner. Big Bang Theory and Co. getting beaten out by Thumping Dinosaur in the intro here. 3 full combos still intact for Thumping Dinosaur, and a good reverse choke for Hodju as well. Voin, Choco, and Gameroft all still holding those FCs. Just Leonard and Sheldon with the high combos for RICMA 5 winner, though Tricky Pugster not too far behind. There goes Leonard, and that's the last FC down for RICMA 5 winner. Choco will trade it here in the first Ki time, but still favoring Thumping Dinosaur at the moment.
It's going to be shifting over to RICMA 5, though. Slowly but surely, even more so now with that miss from Vine. And just like that, their combo lead has essentially evaporated in an instant as everyone except Leonard on pretty decent recovery combos.
Yeah, that's the problem with Nomad 1. If you miss in the middle, then your score is just worth way less on Score V1 or Score V2. And so, unfortunately for Thumping Dinosaur, those misses nearer the middle of the map, doing quite a lot of work for RICMA 5 winner at the moment. Sheldon, Tricky Pugster, and RNG all holding very, very good combo. There's a miss from Gameroft, not going to help the case for Thumping Dinosaur's comeback here. Hodju and RNG will trade. So that does do a little bit of work here for Thumping Dinosaur, as RNG was holding one of those big combos, but really they need Sheldon and Tricky Pugster to miss pretty much immediately, and for quite a lot of people to be able to hold big combo into the end of the map for Thumping Dinosaur if they want to claw back this 450,000 and climbing score lead for RICMA 5 winner. And Choco and Voine both going to miss, and I think that might just be the map already here, 3/4 of the way in.
Tricky holding through the hardest section of the map there. It's going to seal the deal.
Tricky Pugster still holding the 1K combo. There's a little bit of combo on the side of Thumping Dinosaur, but it's matched by RNG at least from RICMA 5 winner. And with the 870,000 score lead on this Nomad 1, despite a pretty solid Nomad 1 team score for Thumping Dinosaur in the qualifiers, RICMA 5 winner going to be able to beat it out once again. 900,000 score lead for them. And they could have won without Tricky Pugster's score. It's a very, very solid overall team score for RICMA 5 winner there. Triple 600 or double 600K for Sheldon and Leonard, and RNG with mid 500K as well, about 560K or so there. All right, well, anyway, they're picking Nomad 2. Just why are the players like this?
It's hard to really gauge picks, I think, at this stage, at this point.
Yeah, I mean, for the side of Thumping Dinosaur, obviously, if you're losing your first pick and the Nomad won by that margin, again, I think it's just pick whatever you're most comfortable with, right? I don't think there's a deep strategy to this because there's a big discrepancy in the qualifier results. You just go with whatever is most comfortable for you, and Sakura Mirage, a very, very comfortable map.
Another fairly old map as well. I believe this was 2015. So I respect picking the older style maps. This used to be a Hard Rock Farm for... I don't even know when this was Hard Rock Farm, actually, or the last time it was.
All right, getting into it. Yeah, I don't even know when the last time this farm was. Honestly, this is a very, very old map, and the last time this was farm would have been quite a while ago.
Probably 2018 or something around that.
Yeah, I mean, at least for top players, this has not been farmed for a very long time. Obviously, for the rest of us, this is still somewhat farm, although. I do think there's quite a lot of easier farm maps nowadays, given how much farm has proliferated through the game since this was ranked. But that aside, getting into the Nomad 2, full combo still intact for everyone on the side of RICMA 5. Winner a quarter of the way in. Voan, Gameroff, and Hodyu all missing. It's just Choco with the FC for Thumping Dinosaur, and there goes Choco. And everybody actually on RICMA 5 winner dropping, except for Leonard. Still holding that FC. Hammy TR on the double S right now on Nomad 2.
Probably the closest it's ever been so far, and not going to help things with that chain miss from both Gameroff and Choco, though. And still holding on to the SS. Hammy TR, as you mentioned, so even with those early misses from the team, it's pretty much holding on for dear life to carry his team over the finish line right now, this map pick.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he's still holding this FC, there's nothing that they can do on the side of Thumping Dinosaur. Finally drops the FC on those back and forth slider jumps, or the SS, excuse me, on the back and forth slider jumps. But still holding on to the FC, still with very good accuracy for Leonard. And the rest of the team on pretty good recovery as well, all matching the highest combo on Thumping Dinosaur. And so this one, once again, going to be a pretty big margin of victory for RICMA 5 winner. Solid effort from Thumping Dinosaur. Nobody getting a bad score on their team. It's just extremely good team score from RICMA 5 winner with the FC still intact, 2x100 for Hammy at the end of the map. And everybody else above that 500k mark for RICMA 5 winner.
We're just going to pretend like that chat message that happened there never happened. Anyway, on to RICMA 5's next pick.
And honestly, kind of pick of the litter here. Always hoping for a Nomad 3 or a Hidden 1 this weekend. Those are the two custom maps. Nomad 3, the original song this weekend by Doomsday. Check out his music. He's a featured artist now, also. That's the actual player Doomsday, the OS alumni Doomsday. Lots of maps we haven't seen so far this weekend, though. We've only seen one match so far, and only 5 maps were played in that one. So Nomad 4 still unpicked, Hard Rock 2 still unpicked, DT2, DT3, Freemod 1, Freemod 2 still unpicked overall. So quite a lot of maps that we have not seen this weekend. It's just going to be the Nomad 5 pick here for RICMA 5 winner. We have seen this one before, and yeah, we have actually seen Nomad 4 before as well. Did get played in the previous match, but this one, Nomad 5, just speed. Bursts and streams, not too much going on here. 246 BPM speed pick.
And after what we saw in DT1, I imagine this is probably not gonna necessarily go well for Thumping Dinosaur, unfortunately.
Yeah, this was, of course, one of the maps that we thought might be a very good pick for RICMA 5 winner after that DT1, with Thumping Dinosaur having a pretty tough time with the speed elements of DT1. So this one being, again, 6.9 stars, 246 BPM. Not exactly very forgiving if you're not comfortable at that higher BPM. All right, both teams ready to go. UFO, Sheldon, Shane, and Gaby in for RICMA 5 winner. Gameroff, Choco, Leisty, and Dicha, or Dika, I don't know which one, in for Thumping Dinosaur on the No Mod 5 here. Thumping Dinosaur really, really want this point here. They want to be able to take back a break point and keep it at least 3-1 and not 4-0 in this match. As the bottom seed of Group D, they really pretty desperately want this win versus the highest seed in the group, because it would make getting out of the group just that much easier. But for RICMA 5 winner, slated to get out of the group and looking very, very strong at the moment, looking like they have a pretty good chance of doing so. Already at the start of this map, a couple of combo breaks for both teams, but otherwise seeming pretty even actually on this map so far. The accuracy a little bit in the favor of RICMA 5 winner, but the combos keeping it very close right now.
That's just Gaby struggling at the beginning, really. Dika missing on... I don't even know if that was actually... Was that an actual miss? That just looked like it was on nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. Real unfortunately for Dika there, because with 98.7 AC, that's the highest AC play on the side of Thumping Dinosaur, and now they're not going to be able to get a lot of that score that was supposed to be theirs. Honestly, that miss really, really sucks for Thumping Dinosaur, but honestly, I don't know how much it matters exactly. And an over tap again from Dika. UFO and Shane still holding on to these full combos with 99 AC. Maybe it doesn't even matter all that much because the team difference is just too big right now.
Some unlucky miss from Sheldon, but I mean, overall team score is just too good. Not really anything you can do, unfortunately, in this scenario.
Yeah, RICMA 5 winner just doing very, very well here. And again, this is a team that qualified top 12, right? This is a team we expect, at least by their seeding, to make it to the semifinals weekend, where star rating in the pool is a full star higher than here in the group stage. So, this is the expected kind of team gap that you're getting with seed 12 versus seed 28 out of qualifiers. And unfortunately for Thumping Dinosaur, they're on the receiving end of that team gap. And again, no particularly bad scores for Thumping Dinosaur. It's just a very, very good overall team score. And the two FCs in particular really doing a ton of work here for the team score from RICMA 5 winner. UFO and Shane with those FCs looking very, very good on the day.
Double FC, both 99%. Very solid work from them.
On the bright side for Thumping Dinosaur, all of their members scored higher than Gaby. So we take those.
Gaby, the famous speed player.
Gaby famously very strong on speed. Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm here in the ghetto, in Mexico.
All right, on to the second round of bans here. Both teams do get 2 bans, but you do have to wait until 4 maps have been played. It's a staggered ban system. So now blue team ban, once again, Thumping Dinosaur, probably banning out the DT2. Surely they just ban out DT2 after all that.
Yeah, after the experience on DT1 and Nomad 5, I don't see a universe where DT2 is kept open here.
DT1, Nomad 5, and Nomad 2 also. Yeah, it's not speed, but it's another stream map, and yeah, they're just going to ban out the double time too. Not any surprises there.
Probably seeing, honestly, a ban for anything for RICMA 5. Hard Rock 2, just going to stay with the Hard Rock ban, so... all things considered, not too surprising.
Yeah, I don't think too surprising there, especially like for higher seeded teams. I think CS 6.5 Tech or Flow Hard Rock, which is what that map is, tends to be a little more RNG for even better players than most other maps in the pool. So I'm a fan of the ban.
I'll see what Thumping Dinosaur decides to pick here. I got 1 DT, 1 hidden, and then 2 no mods and 2 free mods. Which of those will they start the comeback on?
Honestly, happy to see any of the remaining maps that are left up. If we see anything from the hidden 1 downward, we haven't seen the map before. And if we see either the Nomad 3 or Nomad 4, those are both cool maps. So... happy to see any of the remaining maps here. See what they end up going for. They could just go for the free mod 1, honestly. I think that might be a solid pick for them. They're going to go with free mod 2 Orca. Orca versus Psy. Miura's extra diff. This is a relatively long kind of tech consistency, I guess is how I would put this. I don't really know how to describe this map other than tech consistency. It's not particularly slider focused. There's a lot of flowing in this map, but there is still significant slider difficulty to it. A little bit of finger control difficulty, a little bit of reading difficulty, but it's certainly not at the same kind of slider strain that you get from a lot of modern tech maps. It's a lot more reminiscent of kind of your 2018, 19, 2020 tech maps.
As the ref so eloquently put, remember that this is free mod, so you need at least 2 members on either team modding. You need 1 hidden and 1 hard rock, generally speaking.
I appreciate the compliment, Fiery. I wrote that out. That's copy-pasted directly from the ref sheet. So I appreciate the compliment on the shorthanded eloquence.
I didn't ask you.
Wow, that's great. Thanks, bro. You know what else you didn't ask? Whether or not I've played this map. I have the second ever hidden full combo on this map from tournament practice a couple of years ago.
That's so cool, man.
Ah, thanks, bro.
How does it feel knowing Malashevsky has 1x100 on this?
Don't care. I don't compare myself to people who are better than me. I compare myself to dog shit players so I can feel better about my gameplay. That's the real mental trick. Trick yourself into thinking you're better.
That.
Boost the confidence.
I respect that.
All right, getting into the next pick for Thumping Dinosaur.
Probably stop RDMing.
Yeah. All right, this could possibly be the last map of the match. Jotmo, Choco, Lysity, and Voine here to try and save the match for Thumping Dinosaur. UFO, Sheldon, RNG, and Leonard here to close it out for RICMA 5 winner. Let's see which team comes out on top in this map. It's a cool map, fun to play. Hard Rock for Sheldon, hidden for Leonard, hidden for Jotmo, Hard Rock for Lysity, and no mod for everyone else on this stream mod pick.
Yeah, so conservative mod choices all around, no overmodding. We'll see how it goes. If any comeback is going to start for Thumping Dinosaur, it'd have to be on this.
do think this is one of the easier maps in the pool. So I think if you're going to try to stage a comeback against a higher seeded team, something like this is a pretty solid pick. It's not a super straightforward map, but the overall difficulty of the pick, I think, is about right for the pool on Hidden or Hard Rock, and a little easy for the pool on No Mods. So I think something like this for a lower seeded team can be very good. And so far, everybody full comboing. As I say that, Lifesteed does find the first break on the Hard Rock there for Thumping Dinosaur, but still 3 full combos to 4, and that's not a bad position for Thumping Dinosaur, only a quarter of the way into the map.
If you're going to get your misses, you might as well get them out of the way early. Makes it a lot better since your score won't be capped at that point. Or at least as hard capped as it would be if you missed in the middle. Fortunately for Felicity, repeated misses isn't going to be helping things.
And unfortunately, Jotmo also going to find the drop there. It is traded by Sheldon on the Hard Rock for RICMA 5 winner, but more and more breaks for Jotmo and Leisty on the side of Thumping Dinosaur. It's just Choco and Voin holding onto the combos. There goes Voin. It's just Choco now, the only FC left for Thumping Dinosaur versus 3 FCs, and now 0 to 3 FCs in the favor of RICMA 5 winner. This map halfway through looking very similar to many of the other picks we've seen so far in this match. UFO, RNG, and Leonard all still holding onto these FCs. 99.78% accuracy for Leonard on the Hidden as well.
Well, you have to hope for a total team collapse at this point, unfortunately. No combos on the side of Thumping Dinosaur. The score lead is already 500k and climbing. Halfway through the map. As much as I would love to try and caster curse the entire team, I don't think that's realistically possible in this situation.
I don't think it's happening, unfortunately, for Thumping Dinosaur. I think this may just be game, set, and match, as UFO, RNG, and Leonard all still holding the full combos. Double chicken?
What, are you guys getting KFC after this or something?
I guess so. I don't know.
Bro, it's like 11 p.m. for half of you guys.
Yeah. Osu players. Regardless of their post-match plans, it looks like they're going to get to them a little bit early here. 5-0 sweep complete with this map for RICMA 5 winner. Still 99% on both UFO and Leonard's full combos. RNG on 98% on the Nomad FC as well. And Sheldon on an extremely good recovery on the Hard Rock. 98% there on the Hard Rock play with over 1,000 combo as well. UFO will finally drop that third FC for RICMA 5 winner, so only a 2-way FC for RNG and Leonard here, but more than enough to get the job done. 1.5 million team score gap in favor of RICMA 5 winner here for the last pick of the match. And that'll be the 5-0 clean sweep. Congratulations to seed number 12 and the top seed in Group D on clean sweeping their first match.
I do want to give a shout out to Choco, though. After that miss early on, recovered fairly nicely, ending the map with basically a reverse FC. We'll just call it a reverse FC. Don't worry about it.
It's a really nice play, and again, I don't even think any of the scores for Thumping Dinosaur were necessarily that bad on this map. None of them, dropping horribly poor scores. It's just a very, very good team score for RICMA 5 winner, and they are able to pull off the 5-0 because of it. Very well done to them. And congratulations to the winner, RICMA 5 winner. Good job in this match, and good luck in the next one. Very well done to them, and commiserations to Thumping Dinosaur. Hopefully the next match goes a little better for them.
That's going to do it for us, me and Dio, at the very least, because we are going to be sleeping for the next two matches. 8 UTC and 11 UTC are your next matches, both of which are in the same group, featuring the aptly titled group, or not group, team title, with a lot of H's at the end of it.
Yep. Gonna be matches in Group C. Versus Goodnight Ojosama at 8 UTC, and versus Momasos Diego at 11 UTC. Tune in to see those matches. And if you want to do something a little extra, you can also donate to the Perennial !donate in chat. Funds from donations go toward things like the original songs that we showcased, like Doomsday's custom song earlier this week, or towards backgrounds for the custom songs, or towards the cash prize pool, or the trophies that we ship out to the top 3 teams in the tournament. So any and all help is appreciated, as we're one of very few large tournaments that have no sponsorships in the year 2024.
The Lotus Pro incident.
The Lotus Pro incident, yeah. So that'll do it for us for now. If you want to get notified about when we go live through Discord, you can join our Discord, Discord in chat, and sign up for the stream pings role in #rules. We also send out updates about the pick'ems and other things through the various roles in #rules. So go ahead and check out the Discord there to get notified about everything that's going on with the tournament. And with that, that'll do it for us. Thank you once again to everyone for watching. Thanks to Fiery for casting with me. And congratulations to RICMA 5 winner on the dub here. We'll see you all back in about 4 hours and 20 minutes for the next matchup at 8 UTC.
See you guys then.